Hey guys, Thunderset here, bringing you a revisit to a pretty old deck, but it is time tested and stays true. Why am I revisiting this? Because we got a second copy of our girl, Counselor Lily, best counselor, making an appointment. She opens up some of the most wild plays in Duel Links, and that's Corian Gandrix OTKs. How does she do that? She's a level 3 tuner, so we're using her in combination with Psychic Wheeldr and Psychic Tracker. So Tracker. So that's the combo. These three are your 3-card combos. Super wild. You get a Corian Gandrix out, banish the whole field. Lily will pay 500 life points, give you 1,000 attack until the end phase. That's 4k. That's an OTK. One of the more devastating 3-card combos in the game. And we're not even done with it. We don't even need just 2 copies of Lily. Think of it as 5 copies of Lily with our boy Vylon Prism. All we need is level duplication. He works exactly the same way. You have a Wheeldr, you have a Tracker. Level dupe him to 3, special summon your boys. That's a 4k Corian Gandrix, because Vion will pay 500 life points. You equip to a monster now, and they will always gain 1,000 attack during your phase, during the damage step only. So, very devastating 3-card combos. Gilsource is like a bad tracker, and I'm using this new card. There is a new box out. Sorry, I'm doing this old deck with the new box, but there's a few reasons, and I am trying out this guy, Aperia. He works out really well with level dupe because you just normal summon him, draw your card, now level dupe him to 3, special summon a Wheeldr, you now have a synchro play. So if level dupe was more than once per turn, I would for sure already run 3 of these boys and just be level duping him like crazy. But level dupe, or once per duel, if it was more than once per duel, so level dupe is only once per duel. That's why I'm only running 1. I'm testing out the combo. It is a nice combo, but you wouldn't want it too many times because you only have that 1 level duplication, and usually you'll want to save it for like a Vylon Prism. So, devastating 3-card combo gives you the opportunity for just sheer god hands with Hey Trunade and this 3-card combo, guys. It'll beat just about anything, but where this deck really shines is outside of its 3-card combos. It's not just a suicide play into this 3-card combo. Any 2 mix, and you have yourself just fine plays. It doesn't have to be Corian Gandrix. We can give Vermilion Dragon max out. Bryonic Dragon, of course, one of the strongest level 6 monsters in the game. I'm trying out this new high speed Roid. It doesn't really synergize with the graveyard too well because we don't have actually any machines beyond our Vermilion, but I mean, you don't want to wait on your Vermilion to be dead to use this monster. He does do piercing. You can banish a machine type from your graveyard to inflict 500. Just stuff I was testing. I have a feeling you're going to see Wheeldrs in Speedroid decks anyway, and I also have a feeling Wheeldr's just going to rise in popularity, especially with level dupe, for reasons I'll get into in the replays. So anyway, finish it off with one of the boys you're constantly summoning. That's Naturia Barkion. Earth Tuner, Earth Non-Tuner. Gilsource is a non-tuner. This boy's a non-tuner. They're both Earth. These boys are tuners. Pretty much the only one that can't make Barkion is our boy Prism. So Prism would have to go straight into a Bryonic or a Speedroid. But other than that, guys, you have combos with so much back row hate. Stack's super smooth. And I think Wheeldr is going to rise in popularity, guys. I think Wheeldr is going to turn into one of those cards you're really just peppering into a bunch of decks, running level duplication, because, I mean, how many times do you find yourself where you don't really need a skill for a deck to lean on, and it could be really any skill. You're using life point boost. Try peppering in some Wheeldr. Try running level duplication. I think it's going to give us a lot of interesting outs for a lot of the new cards we're seeing. I'll get more into that into the replays, so thanks for watching, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Jaden. Going second, looking for that rank up. So you saw this deck go from a rank down to a rank up, no problem. Here this boy's gonna summon a Witchcrafter. So, this is it, guys. This is why I think Wheeldr's about to become real strong. You're already seeing this Witchcrafter deck around. Now let me explain. People are not giving this deck a win con. They think they'll just up its attack, do all this stuff, and just have high D monsters. Why it's such a strong archetype, you can't swing into it, and you can't stop it with monster effects because they have to just reveal a spell card and they negate all monster effects on the field, and they're always going to have spell cards in their hand. Or they can gain 1,000 defense or attack for each spell card in their hand. So how do you get rid of these monsters? Because look, you can discard one spell, negate the effects of all face-up monster your opponent currently controls. Very hard to stop this monster, but there's a way. Our boy Wheeldr is not on the field after we use him. We could have made a Vermilion, but we're going for absolute lethal. We use a tracker and our Wheeldr to make a Bionic Dragon. That triggers Wheeldr, of course. They only have 1,000 attack. He tries to chain, thinking it'll negate Wheeldr, but it will not negate Wheeldr, making their whole strategy look kind of silly, really. Especially when you look at their decks. They really don't have a win con. They're counting on her to just swing as their win con. Pepper in some Wheeldr, pepper in some level dupe. Pretty much any synchro you're going to make is going to trigger your Wheeldr over these monsters. I think that's a really easy way to beat this deck, guys. Great stuff. Alright, here's Carmine. We're going second. Looks way over 20-28. So a handful of tuners. We need some normal boys to really get this started. But we don't, we get a Wheeldr. So we're just going to set one of our Bylons and a Cosmic Cyclone. Our opponent's really just stacking up some monsters there, giving us plenty of time to finish this combo. So we do just that by top decking a tracker. We normal summon Lily. Now we level dupe our Prism. That's a giant Corian Gandrix, guys. That is big for a Corian Gandrix. Big and scary. We banish 2 of his monsters. We equip the Vylon. We activate the effect of Lily. Banish those 2 monsters. There's 2 spores. He's probably a row mages. Hit him for 5.6k on a Corian Gandrix, guys. That's just crazy. Alright, here we are versus a Blair. Going first. No Slaver map for our boy here. 20 cards though. So we got a Wheeldr, we got a Tracker, we got Gillosaurus. Whatever we want to play, we're going to set our Gillosaurus. Our opponent's got a Keeper of Dragon Magic. Uses it to throw away a Neos, search a Neos Fusion, use said Neos Fusion, throw away another Keeper of Dragon Magic, and now he's ready to swing. No favorite hero or any of that shenanigans, so not too intimidating for now. He does use his Brave Neos first to get that search, then just pecks at us for 1800. But all we need is our girl. We don't get her, womp womp, but we do get our Biome Prism. He's just as good. We get to level dupe him, special summon the Wheeldr, special summon the Tracker, guys, for big, insane Corian Gandrix plays. Now we're going to banish those boys, and a boy from the graveyard for good measure. Trigger the Prism onto our boy, trigger the Wheeldr just because. We target the Dragon Keeper, and then swing for way over 4,000. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versus an Arcana. We're going second. Now this wasn't this deck's rank down, but it saves it regardless. What I mean by that is this deck didn't lose 2 in a row to get that rank down. It totally could have. I mean, any deck can lose 2 in a row. But it's not its rank down. Gotta defend it. So here we're fighting a Dark Magician. This deck eats up Dark Magician. 1, because of all the back row hate. 2, because of our boy Naturia Barkion. It's pretty much we've reached the point where just about everyone has figured out Dark Magician, and they have made ways to get around them. It just got too popular. People have eventually figured it out. Here we don't even have to make a tough decision. We get to just hate your name. Our boy doesn't even summon Dark Magicians. He's so confident. We're gonna summon our Eperia, get lucky with the top deck of a Wheeldr. Then we level dupe that boy's Earth, Wheeldr's Earth. That means Naturia Barkion's hitting the scene. Wheeldr's gonna destroy that rod. Now we're gonna set the Cosmic Cyclone, swing in with our Naturia Barkion. All he has to do now is banish 2 cards from the graveyard, and he'll be able to negate any navigation our boy tries to hit. He sets another card, we hit him with a Cosmic Cyclone in the end phase. We do hit a navigation. We top deck a Galaxy Cyclone, so we're just all over this guy. He tries the navigation, we stop it with our Barkion, no Dark Magicians for him, and a completely vulnerable field for us to swing on. We even get to summon our 1500 Violent Prism. 1500 is nothing to bat eye at. as you can see there, with him swinging for lethal. So great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versus another Yana Yugi. Let's see what he's got for us. We're going second. Looks a little over 20 cards. Those 21 cards. So here we have our Lily, we have a Tracker, and we have a Gillosaurus. So that's a few plays. We can make a really big Vermilion Dragon mech. We could just play with our 6 Synchro Pull, see what would get us. So he searches a Dark Magical Expand after adding a Navigation already to his hand, uses his Illusion Magic in his main phase, just so we for sure know he has the full combo completed. So now he's going to set 2. We're going to get a nice top deck of a Galaxy Cyclone, hit 1 back row. It is in fact the first Navigation. Now we're going to chain our Cosmic Cyclone. We know it's a Dark Magic Expanse, but why not chain? And we were going to have to get rid of it in order to swing over these Dark Magicians. So he puts 1 in attack, 1 in defense. Now normally I would want to hit that one for a massive amount of damage with Lily, but we're not gonna. I changed my mind midway through, realizing we'd probably trigger a Destiny Draw, but we go for a really big Barkion, guys. 3100 Barkion gets up to 4100, but like I said, I changed my mind. Don't want to trigger any damage. I want to destroy that Dark Illusion in case he would top deck a card to summon a Dark Magician or what have you. It was a safer play. So here we get a Wheeldr. That means we can normal summon the Gillosaurus, special summon the Wheeldr. We get 2 Synchro into a big Bionic Dragon. Not big enough to trigger Wheeldr, but here he's trying to navigate us. Barkion just banishes 2 cards, stops the navigation, eating Dark Magician right up. We swing with the Barkion, but we stop there. Once again, we don't want to trigger Destiny Draw and just let him pull into a curtain or something. Now we go, top deck a Tracker, why not bring the boy out to party? Swing over, even if it was a trap card, we had him. And keep in mind, we had a Galaxy Cyclone. We could have destroyed one of those Dark Magical Circles, but that just would have been helping our opponent, letting him get multiple traps out. So I think Wheeldr has a future, guys. I think level dupe and Wheeldr is going to be a combo I'm going to try to just pepper in, because we're really making a list of just cards that can detach from an archetype and just jump in. We have Winda, we can add in Wheeldr, we can use level dupe to make the 2 work together, and then we'd have to have our Synchro Pool at least by 2 slots so we can make Winda worthwhile. Who knows, guys? But if you invested in Wheeldr, I'd say keep an eye on your boy, because I think he has a future here, guys. But thanks for watching. Tons of new cards to get into. Can't wait to do it. Hope you guys enjoy.